Hello, my friends. I'm Rachel Archelaus. Thanks for being here. I have been psychic all my life. It's not something I could help. It's not something I tried to do. It's just the way that I was born into this world and I kept it. So over the years, I've had a lot of different reactions from people. If people know that I'm psychic, sometimes they're afraid to talk to me because they think I can just see all the things about them. Some people think I'm a weirdo or I'm lying or it runs the gamut. But I've never worried about that because it's just my experience. I can't change who I am. But there have been a few things I've noticed over my life that tend to annoy people. Number one, this is one I discovered about 7 years ago. My amazing boyfriend was going to give me a present for Christmas. It was the first year that we lived together. He was going to do something that was really meaningful to me, and I just remember him saying he's gonna wrap the present, and I said, what is it, a Wonka golden ticket? Because Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is my ultimate favorite movie. I watch it as often as I can. I've seen it hundreds of times. I know every word, and I didn't even know they made golden tickets that you could buy. But apparently, because I'm psychic, it just came right through, and he said, yeah. And I think he was a little mad because he was trying to, have a good reveal and get me really excited, and I just blurted it out. Now, yes, that just happens. I didn't see it. I had no idea that even existed. I never looked for it before. And I did it again this year, and I never mean to do it. But this year, he had already gotten me a pretty big present, which I lovingly accepted. He's a very generous person. And then he said closer to Christmas, after I'd gotten my gift, that he needed to make something for me. And I said, what is it, coupons? And he looked at me and shook his head. He was like, oh man. So on Christmas, I opened up my card from him, and inside were free ski day coupons that he drew up, and it was really, really cute. So yes, we guess your gifts. We don't mean to do it, and we're very sorry, but thank you anyway. Number two. This is a little more subtle, but it could annoy people. And that is that we laugh before you're finished telling us the joke. Now, being psychic comes with being telepathic usually. So I will often be the first person in a theater, in an auditorium, laughing before the person has finished speaking because I've received the packet of information. I've received it internally. I know what they're going to say, and so I laugh. And I realized a couple years ago when I was seeing David Sedaris live that I was the only one laughing, and that a couple seconds later, everyone else would laugh. And I realized, oh geez, that's a little annoying. And then I realized I do it with people too. So when people are talking to me, they'll think I'm just trying to cut them off or something. And it's really bad. But I'm not. I'm just laughing at your brilliant joke even before you finish saying it. So I'm sure this goes into other things too. You start to reply, you start to, nod your head or do what you're told before the person is done. And we can't help it because we receive information telepathically, not just auditorily. Now this is a more serious one. So I've gotten people into weird situations with this, and that is that we can tell when you're lying. Don't lie to someone who's psychic. It's not worth it. I have known when people were cheating on me. This was a long, long time ago. I've known when people were going somewhere else, when they were just not telling me the truth. We can feel the resonance of what you're saying and whether or not you are telling the truth. So don't lie to somebody who's psychic. It will bite you every time. And luckily, I don't really have anyone in my life that lies to me anymore. It's been a very long time since that has been the case, and I'm really grateful for that. So just don't lie to somebody who's psychic because it won't work. And number four, as much as we try not to go into your energy and, invade your space, we are just sensitive enough beings to be able to read our surroundings, and that can include you and your aura. So unfortunately, we know things about you. Maybe not everything, and we don't try, but things will just come to us. Here's an example. Back in high school, I met this guy, happens to be my boyfriend now, and I just knew he was Jewish. He didn't even know he was Jewish. We were watching home videos of him at Christmas, so I had no reason to believe he was Jewish. But I just knew. I always knew, and I always thought that he was. I would always get mistaken and say, like, oh, what are you doing for Hanukkah? Or, you're Jewish, right? All through high school. And he was like, what are you talking about? And finally, a couple years ago, he did one of those 23andMe DNA tests and revealed that he is part Ashkenazi Jew, just like me. So I just think it's so funny how we just know things about you without trying, without wanting to know. I've certainly been through my times in my 20s where I would just receive all this information about certain people and messages, and I would feel compelled to give it to them. Like there was no not giving this message to them. And it's really awkward. We don't like this. We don't want to know things about you that you don't want us to know or that you haven't told us. So if you ever get a message from someone, just know they're just being the messenger. They're just being compelled to give you whatever was given to them. So be kind, and I hope that we don't annoy you too much. Being psychic is such a gift. It's a gift we all have, but some people are just a little more closed down, often because it's not acknowledged when we're kids. So I was lucky enough to grow up this way, open and free. We didn't know what to do with me when I was little, but I grew into it just fine, and I hope that you will too. So thanks for watching this fun video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.